welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be talking about how you yourself can start your own business during quarantine. I'm going to be telling you how I started my own lash business. I'm going to be telling you guys the do's and the don'ts. I'm going to be telling you guys mistakes that I made along the way, just basically to help anybody that's anybody that's thinking about starting their own business but don't know where to start. That's what I'm here for. So without further ado, make sure you guys like and comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, make sure you're following my social medias. They're going to be linked in the description box. Follow my lash page and follow my makeup page, and let's get to it. I got the idea to start my business in December of 2019. I always knew that I wanted to do makeup. I always played with makeup on myself. I always did different looks on myself, but I knew that eventually I wanted to do makeup on other people. So I was like, yo, why don't I start selling lashes? Like, it was just smart to me. Like, I could do makeup, I could put my lashes on my client, and that's what's gonna go down. Like, that's what I want to do. Although I got the idea in December of 2019, I didn't actually order my first big like box of lashes until March of 2019. Did I say that right?
Stupid.
December 2018, but then I ordered in March of 2019. I was scared. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I know I got the idea, but I didn't know how I was gonna execute it. I didn't know if anybody was gonna buy from me. And I'm not a big brand. I'm still a small business, but I feel like I've done enough trial and error where I feel like I can help other people out there, because everybody has to start somewhere. So I know my brand will grow more. I know my business will grow. We will continue to hustle, continue to grind, and we don't get to it. So I'm gonna just get into some tips of how to start, especially now. I feel like now is the best time to start during this quarantine, during this all of that. So this is the best time. Everybody's on their phone, everybody's online shopping. Basically, people can't leave their houses, so what else to do but be on my phone, be on social media, see what's going on, or shop online. So why not market yourself and put yourself out there? I just feel like this is the best time, period. Like, that's it. And I recommend you get notebooks, whether it be a notebook, whether it be a planner, whether it be something just to jot your ideas down. Jot down your goals, write your ideas, your goals that you have for your business, your budget, stuff that you see, stuff that you think of, anything that is towards your business, anything that is for your business, write it down. Start out with a business plan. I didn't know what the hell my business plan was gonna be. I just was like, boom, I want to sell lashes, and that's it. Basically, come up with your market. Who do I want to market to? Who do I want to sell my products to? What is my audience, and who is the audience that I'm trying to reach? Make sure you have that. Make sure you have a budget, so you know that nobody can sway you, nobody can hustle you out your budget. Make sure that you have this and it's set. Within a business plan, you have to come up with a name. You have to know what you want to sell to be able to know what to call your business. I knew I wanted to sell lashes. Now I sell lashes and lip gloss. My name for my business is Royal Mink / Collection. So you want to make sure you come up with a name that nobody has. You have to make sure you do your research. Google, make sure that your name is not trademarked. Make sure nobody has an LLC for this name. Instagram, make sure that you have the social media handles that you want for your business. Make sure they're available for you to use. So after you get your name, then you can get a logo made. I made my first logo on Vistaprint. I recommend making your own logo, because when building a business, especially when you're just starting out, you want to try to cut costs where you can so that you can put the most funds into your business, so that you can have inventory, you can have stuff to ship your business, you can have packaging, you can have all the marketing tools that you need. I recommend that's where your money goes. You have your name and you need a logo. I recommend text-based logos, because if you look at all these big brands out here, they all have text-based logos. Look at Balmain, Louis Vuitton, they all have text-based logos. I mean, if you want a cartoon-based logo, that is perfectly fine. It's up to you. It's your personal preference. But I do recommend a text-based logo. Although I do recommend making your logo yourself just to cut costs, there are people that can make a logo for you. There's a site called Fiverr.com. They have a whole bunch of graphic designers. They got logo makers, website makers. They make e-flyers, flyers for your business cards, thank you cards. They make all of that. So you could go in there and you could definitely find somebody that can do that for you if you feel like that's not the route that you want to go down. Or you can find somebody on Instagram. My logo now, my friend made it for me, and her Instagram is @CCCreative. I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I love my logo now. Like, it's beautiful. It's just the cutest thing to me. But my first 2 logos I did make on my own because I felt like that wasn't something I had to splurge on. I didn't splurge, it was affordable, but I felt like that wasn't something that, yes, it's necessary because it's your brand, but this is not something that is so necessary that I have to spend a lot of money on this right now, and I don't even know if it's something I want to do. I'll definitely look into learning how to make a logo, learning how to do graphics, because it's definitely going to come clutch for you. So after you got your name, you got your logo, you need to come up with your brand's aesthetic. What do you want your brand to look like? What are the colors of your brand? I started out with black and gold, and then I just kept the black and gold theme, or I just kept the black theme because I felt like black was just a neutral color. You could do so much with black. And then my dad was talking to me one day, and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, pink, I know everybody does pink, but pink is a color that stands out. Pink catches people's eyes. Pink is like, it just is bright. People automatically clue in on something pink. Yes, it's a cliche. All the hair brands, all the lash brands, all the makeup companies, they're pink. But pink is a color that catches people's eye, and that's never going to change. Yes, you can be yourself. I like pink because personally, I want my brand to look neat and put together. So you have your name, you have your logo, and you have the aesthetic of your brand. Now you need to do your research. In this case, we're selling lashes. You want to know what kind of lashes you want to sell. You want to know what market you want to market to, whether it be synthetic lashes, Siberian mink lashes, 25mm lashes, natural lashes. You just need to know what you want to sell and who you want to sell to. Do you want your brand to look professional? Do you want your brand to be affordable? You want your brand to be high end? That's up to you. Just make sure you do your research. Also, within a business plan, I hear people talking about LLCs and trademarks and all of this. I recommend that, even though yes, it is important, I do recommend that you hold off on these things until you really dip your toes into it, until you get it in your head like, this is something I want to do. I'm in this for the long run. I tried it out. I love it, and I'm going to keep going. Then yes, go spend your money on an LLC and spend your money on getting trademarks. So you got your business plan down. You know what you want to sell. You know who you're going to market to. You got your budget, your name, your logo. You're ready to go. Like, this is what you want to do. The next step is to find a vendor and get some samples. Finding a vendor, this is the toughest part, honestly. Like, once you get past this part, it should be really focusing on your brand's marketing and, you know, the quality of your brand. So to find a vendor, you could do one or two things. I use Alibaba.com, or you can do the buying a vendor list or all of that. I bought a vendor list before, and speaking from experience, that's not something I recommend, because a lot of the time, these people, yes, they might have used 1 to 2 vendors on that list, but out of the 20 or whatever, how many ever vendors that is on this list, they have not used all of these vendors, and sometimes these vendors aren't trusted vendors. So I do recommend doing your own research, because like, if anything was to go wrong, you're gonna know why it went wrong because you did your own research, not somebody did it for you. Quick tip, when I'm on Alibaba, there's a small drop down menu in the corner by the search box, and you can select whether you want to search for products, suppliers, or wholesalers. I switch it to suppliers so that I can talk to the vendor directly. There's no third party, there's no middleman trying to make an extra cut or upping the price. So I'm on Alibaba.com, I'm scrolling through the vendors, It's going to tell me how many transactions they completed within the last 6 months. They're going to tell me their response rate. They're going to tell me where they shipped to, all that, just from finding these vendors on Alibaba. So I found a vendor, now I want to get in contact with them. You can do either 1 to 2 things. You can contact them through email, which is okay, which is cool. You can contact them through email, or you can contact them straight through the Alibaba app. But what I recommend is getting a WhatsApp. And I recommend getting a WhatsApp because you can talk to these vendors directly through your phone, basically like you're texting these vendors. Just you're not using like your data rates or whatever. They get a WhatsApp. A lot of these vendors are in China, overseas. So I do recommend adding China to your world clock so that you can see what time is appropriate to talk to these vendors, what time they're awake, what time it is over there, so you know what time to text them and what time they'll get back. When it's time to talk to these vendors, make sure you're asking a lot of questions. Anything you want to know about these lashes, ask how many times they can be worn. Can I see videos of people who previously bought? Can I see your lash catalog? Can I see all the lashes that you sell, whether it's synthetic, whatever? Can I see the packaging that you offer? And definitely ask if they offer samples. Most of these vendors offer 2 to 3 free pairs of lashes, where you get these 2 to 3 pairs of lashes for free, and then you'll just have to pay for shipping. So definitely ask for that, and sampling lashes is a big key. You can sample so many vendors and find out that none of those vendors hit, and then you'll be stuck. So make sure you're finding a good amount of vendors and make sure that you're sampling these lashes. Make sure that you're staying in your budget. You want to see money come back into your pockets. You want to see money come back into your business. These vendors will try to hustle you. I go through the catalog and I see 6 pairs of lashes that I like. And I say, okay, these are the 6 pair of lashes that I'm going to drop. These are the 6 pairs of lashes that I'm going to put on my website right now. I recommend getting samples of those 6 pairs of lashes so you know how each one looks, you know how each one feels, you have no surprises. I would take those 3 free samples and then pay for 3 more samples out of my pocket, including the shipping price, so that it will come through. So usually they'll send their samples in these like slidey case plastic tray things. If not, sometimes they'll send them in these. And there are some vendors out there that actually do sample packaging, so you can tell them what you want and they'll send you almost a replica of packaging that you want for that lash. When these samples get to you, make sure that you're wearing these samples. Make sure that you're testing them for real. Make sure you're twisting them and twirling them, making sure that they don't break easy. Make sure they're not irritating the in part of your eye. Just make sure that these lashes hold up to what they say they do. Make sure you can wear them over 25 times. Make sure that you can wear them, they get wet and they'll get right back. Like, make sure that you're really wearing these samples. Make sure that you have multiple vendors, because you will go through vendors. I'm on my 4th vendor right now. So you tested your samples, you like these samples, you're ready to go, you want to order. What are some things that you need to look out for? Definitely look out for these vendors and their minimum order quantities, or what they say are MOQ. I knew that you can negotiate a price, but I did not know that you can negotiate MOQ. I thought that all vendors across Alibaba, all their MOQs were 100 pairs or 100 boxes or whatever, in the thousands or 100. I didn't know that there are vendors out there that do have an MOQ of 10 pairs or even 2 pairs. So that's something that I wish I knew, because I wouldn't have ordered such a large quantity when I first started out. I ordered 100 lashes and I'm like, damn, like, who am I going to sell 100 lashes to? Like, I don't even know 100 people that wear lashes right now. Like, are people going to buy this for me? So make sure that, like I said, you're staying in your budget, and make sure that you're ordering and you're anticipating what you know that you can do. Order a good enough amount to where that you don't have to be in contact with these vendors every week. 30 to 50 for your first go round, I think, is ideal, so that it's still bulk, but it's not where I have to order 5 pairs every week or something like that, because that's how you don't see revenue. You don't see profit coming in like that if you're constantly every week ordering something. Make sure that you're ordering everything all at once. So when it comes to packaging, I also do not recommend splurging on packaging, because a lot of the time people buying lashes don't buy it for the packaging. Yes, it gets them to stop and look at your page, and it gets them to be like, oh wow, like, this business is so cute, the packaging is the cutest thing. Yes, that makes them want to order. When they get them lashes, they're just gonna throw that packaging to the side, or you're gonna have boxes just piling up. So I do recommend going with the most affordable packaging, but just really making your own. These vendors will try to get you to do private labeling and stuff like that. You can get the simplest packaging, or you can get the most extravagant packaging. That's up to you, and that's up to your budget. But first starting out, I do recommend that you stick to something affordable but looks nice, and it looks like really very pleasing for your brand. This packaging was free. I ordered these sticker labels from Avery.com. I definitely can do a video on that, but I ordered these sticker labels and I just put them on the boxes, and it just gave it its own touch. You tested your samples, you love them, you got in contact with your vendor, you ordered, and your items are on the way. What do you do next? Now's the time where you're gonna start deciding on websites or whatever social media you want to market your brand on. I do recommend a website because I feel like the website is most professional. Although people do order from people on Instagram, I feel like a person has to trust you a lot to really decide to order from you on Instagram. So I do recommend a website. I use Wix, but just know that with a website comes a domain, whether it be Wix, Shopify, Big Cartel, GoDaddy, any website platform, you do have to have a domain, and they are going to charge you for a subscription. But if this is something that's in your budget and this is something that your budget can handle, I do recommend a website. If not, it's okay. I tried to use Shopify. I didn't like the templates, and I thought that Shopify was just too hard for me. There's a lot of like back-end codes and stuff that you have to do in order to like get your website to just look how you want it to look. And I didn't want to hire somebody to make my website when I can make it myself. I still will Wix because it's just easier to me. There's a lot of drag and drop and place and remove. Like really, you can do whatever you want with Wix, and it's just so simple and easy. I can also do a video on how I made my website. If that's something that you guys want, I can help you with that. Like I said, with the website comes a domain. You can get your domain on GoDaddy.com. They have really cheap domains. You can get .com, .net, .org, whatever you want. I did try to buy a domain on GoDaddy, but when I got to the checkout page, they also are going to tell you to add on the protection plan, which is so that it can hide your number, your address, your name. It can hide all your information. So when I was adding it up, it basically added up to what I would pay on Wix for a domain for a year. So I thought, why not just let Wix charge my card just once? But I do recommend GoDaddy because there are cheap domains on GoDaddy.com. You have to decide, how am I going to ship my product? How do I want to get my products to my customers? You can use a shipping service such as ShipStation.com. I can't give you too much information on ShipStation because I don't currently use it, but that is something in the next couple days that I'm going to get into. So I can give you an update on that. Usually I'll just package my items in these like little bubble mailer things that I got from papermart.com. I'm gonna link them. And this is what I put my items in, and then I go to the post office, I let them print the label for me, and then they just ship it off, which I do think drains a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I'm interested in getting into ShipStation, but who says that you can't start there? Find out, how do you want to ship your product? And this is where I feel like you can be the most unique, or you can be the most extravagant. This is where people are really going to notice your brand for what you are. I do recommend keeping your aesthetic when shipping. Also have this pink tissue paper from Papersmart. Also have these little like cute baggies that I put the products in. I put the products in here, whether it be a lash or a lip gloss. I drop a business card in there. I wrap it in the tissue paper, and then I drop it in my bubble mailer, and I take it to the post. I do recommend business cards, and I do also recommend thank you cards. Your thank you cards can just say something like, thank you for shopping with us. Here's a blank % off for your next order, or blah, blah, blah. Or thank you for shopping with us. Tag us in your post so we can repost. Anything that's just really gonna engage with your customers and really make them feel good about purchasing from your brand. Canva.com for your business cards, for your thank you cards, for your flyers, anything that you need to make a template on, I recommend Canva.com. Marketing is a big part. It's probably the biggest part of your business after getting your inventory. Marketing is key. Like you can take anything. You can take a penny and market that, and somebody will want to buy that penny just based on how you market that. Figure out what social media platform you want to market your business on, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. Me personally, I recommend Instagram and Facebook. Definitely Instagram. Instagram is a power tool, especially now. Everybody's home on their phone. Somebody's scrolling. Somebody is bound to see your stuff. Followers are not everything. I'm just going to put that out there. Followers are not everything, especially not if your followers and your dollars don't match. And you can have 1,000 followers but not be bringing in any sales. Make sure that you're engaging with your audience. Make sure you're engaging with your customers. You engaging with, say, Sally bought something from your business, and you said, wow, Sally, that was so cute. You reposted Sally on your page. You made Sally feel welcome. She's going to recommend her friend Bianca to your business. Or Sally, you get me, like, Sally's going to want to come back, and Sally's going to recommend people to come back with her. Good quality product pictures. Product pictures are key. Product pictures are every hashtag. Make sure you're hashtagging. Instagram allows you to use 30 hashtags per post. Use all 30 of those hashtags. So what if somebody says, oh, you're looking for clout, or you just use those hashtags, because those hashtags are what's going to get you found. Somebody doesn't go from 0 to 1,000 followers just from shout outs from people. No, it doesn't work like that. Hashtags get your page up. People are going to be scrolling. People search these hashtags people hashtag what they want to look for. I do recommend running sales, whether it be a flash sale, a buy one get one free, or 30% off, 50% off. Free shipping is even a sale that people love. Like, run sales just so people that like you care about them, you engaging with them, and you're active. The last thing I do want to talk about is inspiration. Yes, you can be inspired by somebody, but being inspired by somebody is not saying, oh my god, I like this packaging so much, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna send it to my vendor and say I want exactly that. That's not being inspired by somebody. Being inspired by somebody is saying, wow, I really like what she did, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make it my own. That's being inspired by somebody. So definitely stay in your own lane. Make sure you're not stepping on anybody's toes, because what's for you is for you. Your brand is your brand. You don't want anybody to be like, I like this brand, yeah, but her brand looks like the next brand, so what's the difference? I'm just gonna order from the next brand. Take the word inspiration with a grain of salt. So with that being said, I feel like this is the opportunity, now is the time, and now this is your chance to definitely go for it. If you have that business plan that you're like, oh my god, I had this plan for so long, but I don't even know if I want to, just go for it. Go for it. I'm telling you, just go for it. Somebody is going to see what you're doing. Somebody's going to see your work, and somebody's going to like what you're doing. Even if you feel like nobody is supporting you in your circle, somebody will support you. I'm definitely not even where I want to be, but like I said, my brand will grow, and I know it will grow because you just got to put the work in, hustle hard, get money, and it's going to come. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do anything else like this. I can do videos on my website, videos of how I make my flyers, or how I fill lip gloss tubes. Anything business related, definitely let me know in the comments. Leave a thumbs up on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Follow my social medias. Follow my Lash page. Follow my makeup page. All going to be in the description box down below. And I'm out of here. Thank you.